Please do not listen to this recording whilst driving or operating any machinery. Hello there, my name is Ellen Booth and I am a registered clinical hypnotherapist. This little exercise of hypnotherapy that we're going to do now is called Edward Footlington and the Foot Dogs. And it's a metaphor story, and the purpose of this exercise is for anaesthesia in the feet for those that have problems with pain and discomfort in their feet. This is to try and resolve that problem by using anaesthesia under hypnosis. Okay. So if you'd like to make yourself comfortable, whether you would like to sit up or lay down, uncrossing any arms or legs to allow circulation throughout your body when you are deeply relaxed. Okay. Now, you may have your eyes open or closed, either way is fine. And you are in full control of your own mind throughout the entire process. And you'll be able to accept or reject any of the suggestions that you hear. And you can use them as you wish throughout your daily life. Okay. Now if you'd just like to focus your attention on your breathing and notice how as you breathe in and out, breathing in comfortably in, you breathe in calmness and relaxation. And as you breathe out any worries or tension. And as you breathe in and out, you become more and more relaxed, calm and at peace as we go on. And you will hear many positive suggestions and ideas, and the sound of my voice with all of those suggestions and ideas, the gentle sound of my voice helps relax you all the way through. And as you relax deeper and deeper, all of those suggestions and ideas that you hear, you can allow them to go deep in the back of your mind, causing a deep and lasting impression there. And those very useful suggestions can sink so deeply into the subconscious part of your mind. You may even be able to hear the words echo in the back of your mind throughout your daily life. So you can allow all of those helpful suggestions to have full impact, and you can use them as you wish throughout your daily life. And you may find that those such powerful positive suggestions cause such a big influence in the way you think and do things that you may find that greater things just begin to happen to you naturally throughout your daily life. Okay. Now to relax you on a much deeper level, mentally and physically, so that your mind and body mentally and physically, just goes even deeper than you are now. Much, much deeper level, so that mentally you will be so calm, relaxed and at peace, not a care in the world, nothing matters right now. And physically, you'll be so physically relaxed, there may be times you are not even aware of your body at all, just your mind, and not even aware of your body at all. Okay, so to do this, if you can now focus all of your attention on the tips of your toes, and as you do so, you can allow a lovely, comfortable feeling developing in the tips of your toes, a relaxing, calming, comfortable feeling. And I wonder what that feeling is that's very comforting and calm in your tips of your toes. So now you've done so, you can allow it to move up around the arches of your feet to the heels of your feet and to your ankles. That comfortable feeling completely surrounding every inch of your feet. Now you can conduct that comfortable feeling to now move up past your ankles to your knees, completely relaxing every inch of the calves of your legs up to your knees. Now you conduct it to move up your thighs to your pelvis and your hips, having completely relaxed both legs up to your hips, relaxing your pelvis, your hips. Now conduct it to move up around your tummy and your stomach, relaxing all of the muscles in your stomach, your chest, your body and your back. Now you can probably notice that your lower body is very deeply physically relaxed, which allows you to feel very mentally calm, very mentally at peace, not a thought, not a worry. In fact, you may have no thoughts, just a calm, clear, peaceful mind. As that comfortable feeling, you conduct it around your shoulders, relaxing every inch of your shoulders. Now allow it to move down your arms to the elbows, down past your elbows to your hands, your wrists, your fingers. And you can probably find that now your arms and hands feel much more limp and relaxed. And conduct that relaxing feeling to move back up your hands the way they came, up past the fingers, the wrist, up to the elbow, back up to your shoulders, once again relaxing all of the muscles in your shoulders. Now allow it to move up to your neck, relaxing all of the muscles in your neck, and up around your jaw, your chin, all of your facial features, your eyes, your nose and your mouth, and allow it to just wash over your forehead, relaxing all of the muscles around your eyelids. Now, I should imagine that physically you are very comfortable and relaxed. relaxed in the way that you are sitting or laying right now. And in a few moments' time, I'm going to tell you a little story, a little metaphor story, a story that has a meaning. But before I do, you'll need to use your mind's eye. And I don't know if you are familiar with your mind's eye, but it is the eye inside your mind that sees all of the inner thoughts and images that drift through your mind. Some can see so clearly with their mind's eye. It is just the same as if they are looking with their physical eyes, because they can see just as clearly inside their mind as their physical eyes do see on the outside worlds. And you may be able to see so clearly with your mind's eye. You may wonder if your physical eyes are open or closed. Okay. So as you relax deeper, I shall now begin to tell you this story that you can imagine in your mind's eye right now. Okay. Now, there was once a man called Edward Footlington. And this man called Edward Footlington, he was 6 feet and 4 inches tall, and he only had size 4 feet. And because he was so tall with such small feet, he couldn't stand up properly, as his feet wouldn't hold him up stable enough. So the doctor ordered some foot extensions to be made up especially for his foot disorder and sent to him. So these foot extensions were made a size 14, and then they were sent to him. And on the day they arrived, he was very excited, and he opened the box and took a look. But only to find that they had sent him the wrong ethnic origin of feet. Now, also, Edward had applied for a foot dog, just like guide dogs for the blind, but for people with disabled feet. The job of the foot dog would be to bring the feet to you whenever you need them. Now, even though Edward's foot extensions allowed him to stand up and be stable on his feet, they also caused him a lot of pain, as they quite often rubbed and moved about his feet when he walked. So when he would sit down, he would take his foot extensions off to relieve the pain, and as soon as he had removed them, he was instantly pain-free. And then the foot dog would keep them for him until he needed them later. Now, because the nature of Edward's foot disorder was so unknown to medical science, they named it after Edward and called it Footlington's disease. And after Edward had died, much time later, in aisle 52 of the Natural History Museum is Edward's skeleton with a skeleton of his foot dog. Okay. So now you know the story of Edward Footlington. I wonder just how that you may also be able to take your foot or both feet off. Just like in the story, he would remove his feet when they were painful. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same all by yourself. Now, in a few moments' time, I'm going to take you through a quick process, and I will guide you the whole way, and you can trust that you'll be guided the whole way very easily and very safely. Okay, so here it is. I will now begin the process. Just like you did earlier, when you sent your whole body into relaxation from the tip of your toes to the top of your heads, just like you did earlier, I would like you to right now focus all of your attention on both your feet. Focus all of your attention on both your feet. Perhaps you may even open your eyes and look at your feet, or perhaps you see them in your mind's eye. And as you focus all of your attention on both your feet, your whole feet, every inch of your feet, the toes, the heels, the arches, focus all of your attention on every feeling and every movement of those feet. Now, in your mind's eye, I would like you to visualise and imagine that you are taking your feet off. And if you like, you can even sit up and physically touch your feet with your hands to take them off. Or you can just imagine yourself doing so in your mind. Now, take a very firm grip of your feet in your mind, mentally, a very firm grip. Now, right now, you can take your feet off and give them to your foot dog. And your foot dog will take them from you and give them back to you later when you ask for them back. Now, once again, focus all of your attention on the area where your feet once were and notice that now you feel nothing at all. Absolutely nothing at all. It's almost as if you just have the calves of your legs where your ankles are, and that's it. No feet are there anymore. They're gone. You took them off. You have no feet. You have no pain. You feel absolutely nothing at all. A nothingness. You cannot even feel you have any feet anymore because they are just simply not there because you took them off. Perhaps around your ankles where the feet once were, perhaps they feel numb. So very, very numb. Perhaps almost as if you dipped them in a bucket of ice or liquid nitrogen even. You just don't feel anything. They're not even there. There's nothing there at all. Now I'd like you to know that you can install this, being able to, all by yourself, do this on command, your own self-command, and you can will it anytime, anywhere, any place that's needed. You can will this and command this into your feet, just as you have done right now. And you'll find a quicker way of installing it whenever you need to, in willing it by self-command. You'll have a quick way of doing it as you practice it more and more. You'll develop your own way of inducing it very quickly. But what you must be aware of with anaesthesia is you only ever allow it for the length of time of a painkiller, maybe 3 or 4 hours, and then you must allow your feet to return as they are, because if something was wrong and you were not able to feel it, then you wouldn't be able to help if something was wrong. Therefore, you only do it the length of time of a painkiller for about 3 or 4 hours at a time. Okay. Now, in a few moments' time, I'm going to awaken you, but before I wake you up, when I wake you up, you might like to leave your feet numb, and that is absolutely fine. But know that after several hours they will return to normal. And know that you can do this process anytime you need to, as you proved you could send your whole body into relaxation from the tip of your toes to the top of your head, and you also proved that you could numb and anaesthetise your feet. You have proved you can do those things. Okay. And the more you practice this, the better you will get. The more you use hypnosis and practice this, the better you will get, the deeper you will go relaxed every time, and the more intense and vivid the anaesthesia will be every time you practice. Okay, I'm going to awaken you now. In a few moments' time, you'll hear me count from 1 to 10. You'll become more and more awake with each ascending number. By the count of 8, you will have opened your eyes, and by the count of 10, you'll be fully wide awake. Okay, 1, 2, 3, waking yourself up. 4, 5, 6, more and more awake. 7, 8, opening your eyes. 9 and 10, fully wide awake.